Hello, hello, hello. What's up, people of the internet? It is me, Dark313. Don't you forget it. And yes, today we are on the glitch channel, the holy of holy sites, glitch channel right here. One of the best studio I reckon of animated freaking shows on YouTube. You can argue it's Vivzy Pop. You can argue it's Glitch. I feel like it's Glitch. I like Glitches more. Alright? Don't get me wrong. I love me a good Has-Been Hotel and a good Hell of a Boss. But hey, I like Glitch more. And you may be like, Dark, why are we on Glitch? Because yesterday I reacted to this banger of a new episode. And I was like, how am I going to react to episode 5 and not react to episode like 4 through 1? So I was like, you know what? Screw it. I already saw these. But we might as well give our reactions to the things anyway. Because why not? Because these are bangers, alright? You can always retaste some fine wine, alright? So we're going to retaste the wine. Enough of the chit-chat. Let's get straight into it. The Amazing Digital Circus. Pilot. Alright. Excuse if I'm acting more goofy than usual. I woke up, lost like 3 brain cells in my sleep, and decided, let's go. I love that transition, by the way. Amazing Digital Circus.
My name is Kane. I'm your ringmaster, and I'm here to show you the most jaw-dropping, heart-stopping, mind-bending
Mind-bending.
Isn't that right, Bubble?
Right, Kane. Had to check if that's working.
Not waste any time. Let's get right into the show.
King. Pete Kinger, I agree with Kinger. Ooh. Hold up. I never read that. I never read what the hell it said with Cosmo. Disclaimer, Cosmo the Clown did not show up today. Oof. So it like, alright, so they don't know he abstracted. Not even Kane knows he abstracted. Alright. I like the moon. Wait, what? Fun theory. That whole glitching, you guys saw how everything glitched there for a second? I feel like that was the exact moment Pobney's like consciousness got uploaded to the digital world. Cause you know when you download something, like your like PC or whatever you're downloading on has a habit of like glitching a little bit. When I download things on my PS5, if I'm watching a video or a song, it will like play a certain part twice. If I'm downloading something on the PC may take extra long to load up, or if I'm watching a video, it may repeat twice. I feel like that second where it went I feel like that was the second it was uploading Pobney's like consciousness into the AI, and that makes a whole lot of more sense because she showed up exactly where that stutter happened. So yeah. The exit. This low-key would horrified me, like how I ain't gonna lie. Oof. Aw, damn. So Jax didn't break it in this episode either.
Kane, is this one of your NPCs or is this a new sub? If it's a new character, we're gonna have to redo this.
I'm not doing that again.
I'm not doing that again.
Yeah.
My, it appears a new human has entered this realm.
How do I take this headset off?
Ugh.
Keep grabbing at it. That works for all of us.
That makes me mad uncomfortable. At least their face is stretchy.
What's going on? I put on some weird headset and now I'm here. Who are you people? Why can't I take it off? Where
Alright,
am I?
first, who are you people? We got a rabbit and we got a chess piece. For all you know, you could be tripping balls right now. I wouldn't call these exactly people. They may talk, but they may not be people, alright? I ain't gonna lie. So, like, the original theory was, like, they're all working for the same company. But in light of the latest episode, it clearly shows that she used to be, she didn't work for the company. So I'm guessing all of these guys are just, like, free trials, like, test experiments. Like, oh, come to this shady location, try out our headset, and get paid X amounts of money. So it makes sense. It really does make sense because all of them are so different, you know? And if they did all work for the same company, they would have heard rumors of, oh, don't try that headset on. Freaking Jax from accounting put it on, and then he disappeared, so I don't want to put it on, you know? So it makes sense that these are, like, just experimental trials, just locking people's soul in there. Because no one would have known what the hell was going on. Because it's way easier to sweep under the rug if you're getting randos from the street than if you are getting people who work at the company, you know? Hear the squeaks of my chair. Ah, yes. Ah, yes, the squeaks of the chair. Alright, enough of that.
Just calm down. Everything's gonna be okay,
New
new stuff.
stuff.
We've all been through this.
New stuff.
Your head. What the is going on?
Ah, hell yeah. I need that in real life.
Can't have any of that foul language around here. The Amazing Digital Circus is a place to be enjoyed by all ages. You, my friend, stumbled into an incredible world of wonders where anything can happen. Except for swearing.
I need that.
Oh,
God dang. How many curse words do you know? And why did you say bitch twice?
Well, don't freak out about it or anything, but, we don't exactly...
You can't.
What?
Shut up, Jax. But, yeah, he's right. Welcome to your new home. And your new body.
A new home? What do you mean?
Guys, don't be mean.
We've been stuck here for years. Well, Kinder over there supposedly been here the longest.
Did someone say something about an insect collection?
That's why he's crazy.
That's why he's crazy. See, Podney, you're stressing out about it too much, alright? You tell me I get rent-free, don't have to eat, don't have to sleep, goof around, chillax, hang around a bunch of kooky characters. I'll be like, great. Better than what I was doing in the real world. Nah, I love making YouTube videos on the other hand. But still, like, you're overthinking it, Podney. Find yourself a squishy spot and wait until whatever happens, happens. That's my philosophy. You're stressing.
Okay, now I get it. This is a dream.
A
and I can just play
dream.
along until I wake up, right?
They're all like,
Whatever you say, kid.
They broke my comedy mask.
So, Kane, we having a new
oh
intro
god.
newbie or what?
I'd like to give our brand new member a tour of the circus grounds first. Off we go!
Wee!
Here we have the tent.
The
This is where
tent.
our living quarters are, as well as all sorts of other activities. These activities may include
Keep going. I understand completely. Yes. Yes.
ball pits, mini golf, and more.
I like the ball pit.
Here we
I would
have
sleep in the ball pit.
rounds. Drown yourself in the digital lake or engage in ridery at the digital carnival. Night, day, it's all okay. The choice is yours. A cosmic buffet.
Is that all there is?
Of course not. This is the void.
The
We
void.
don't venture out into the void. Not even I know what's out there.
That's
We stay right here, where I can keep my hundreds of all-seeing eyes on you.
Hello, Kane. I love you.
Get out of here before the moon gets frisky.
Wait, what's that?
Huh, I didn't see that exit the first time I watched it. Eh.
Whoa, clean up on aisle U.
I'm on it, boss.
Why are you like this?
Cause they're a bubble. They need to clean up the dirt.
Wait. Was that an exit door
I ain't gonna lie, kind of makes sense now rewatching it. Bubble, scum, bubble makes out of soap. Soap eats dirt. It's trying to eat the dirt. Makes sense to me. Or if I'm just crazy. I'm not sure.
What exit? If there was a way to leave, I'm pretty sure we'd have all left by now.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
I assure you, there
Homie
is
got
no
distracted.
digital exit door. You're probably just experiencing digital hallucinations from your mind's transition to the digital plane.
I swear I saw it.
Digital hallucinations.
Digital hallucinations. Homie, how can you be
How
nervous?
about we
You're
talk
an
about
AI.
something else? Like your name.
My name? My name is, oh god! Why can't I remember my name?
Nobody can remember their name once they enter the digital circus. One of the few things
She had a YouTube channel. Was her YouTube channel her name? Because if you can't remember your name, would you be able to remember like another type of your name? Here's my question. If you were to get pulled into the Amazing Digital Circus, and let's say your real name was David, but you were not like, you had a gamer tag like Farts McGee 39, would you remember Farts McGee 39? Over, like, obviously you can't remember your real name, but do all names you've been previously called by get deleted too? Like, will you not remember you were called Davey or freaking Farts McGee 29? Like, all names you ever been called has been deleted, or only your real name? Because if that's the case, go by Farts McGee 29. Solid name. That's all you need. Alright? You're already dressed up as who knows what you are. So might as well rock with it.
don't have control over are your minds. So all I can help you with is coming up
That's
with
a lie. You made homie vegan in the last episode. Or in the latest episode.
Don't you worry your little head. Your new name can be anything. Hereby acknowledging that your chosen name and or names may not breach the digital circus user license agreement, stating that your name may not include objectionable content. Objectionable content includes but is not limited to sexually explicit materials, obscene, defamatory, libelous, slanderous, violent, and or unlawful content.
So they can't name themselves Titty McGee? Oof.
I don't care, just
No
pick them.
Titty McGee.
Let's
Sad.
see.
Yay!
Terrible. Let's try that again.
Pobney.
Pomney.
I fuck with Pobney.
Sure.
Pobney.
I think I just...
Gadzooks, you're right, Jax. We should have a brand new adventure for our new member, Pomney.
I said that like 5 minutes ago.
You, do you know
Did he really say that 5 minutes ago? Yeah, about 5 minutes ago, right on the head.
Wonder, danger, horror, pain, suffering, agony, death, disease, death, angel food cake? Ow! You parasites!
I don't really...
Since you're new around here, we're gonna make it a simple in-house adventure to warm you up to how things work around here.
What was the in-house adventure?
I don't want an in-house adventure.
Participate,
Don't worry,
Zubul.
I'll make it something unobtrusive that you can still choose to not get involved with. Today's adventure is... Gather the gloinks!
The gloinks. I remember this adventure now.
That's right. The entire circus tent will be infested with gloinks.
Gloinks.
Gotta catch 'em all.
But what are they?
I'm glad you asked, Bubble. They're
And
small.
what do they do?
They
How do they...
Bubble.
Gloinks are small,
Alright, there you go.
mischievous critters that steal anything and everything they run into. Why do these humanoid hash browns do this? How do you stop
Hash
them?
browns.
That's for you to find
God
out.
damn.
Now, good luck.
Give me that
Have
table.
fun, my little superstars.
Give me that table. That table's mine. Ah, the existential dread is.
Oh, that's just one of Kane's little adventures. They're
How
just
many
something
fingers
fun
do you
to do
have,
to,
Ragatha?
You know, prevent us from going insane.
1, 2. Does Ragatha only have 3 fingers?
Speak for yourself. If anyone needs me, then
Does she only have 3 fingers? Hold up. I'm curious, okay? You have no fingers.
Oh, no, they killed Zubul.
Oh no, they killed
Anyway, you guys
Zubul.
wanna go get something to eat?
Bro, I'm counting fingers. Hold up. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, they have
Go check
3
on Cosmo.
fingers.
I'm pretty sure he'd like to
They
meet
have
Cosmo.
3 fingers. Okay, solid.
My impenetrable fortress.
King also have 3 fingers. No, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. He has 4 fingers.
Not really. I think Kaufmo's gone insane. Last time I...
1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, I'm seeing a lot of 4 fingers.
Exit. Kind of like you, Pomni. You might be going insane too.
Wait, wouldn't that more likely mean the exit does exist?
Yeah.
Also mean you just have a jump start and losing your mind.
Alright, 3 fingers on Jax too.
I
Alright.
think I'd like to ask him about it. If this was real, which it isn't, because it's a dream.
She still thinks this is a dream.
I mean, I would still think it's a dream.
I'm fine with doing whatever, as long as I get to see funny things happen to people. Okay, I've already had enough of these things. You, me,
I just realized something, and I have an ongoing theory about it now.
Together to go handle the Zooble situation.
Hoo-ha.
Do you think pairing them up together is a good idea?
Of course I do. They're the two most mentally stable and capable characters to be paired together. Come on, ladies. Let's go harass the clown.
My comedy mask is broken again.
Alright, theory time. In the latest episode, it proves that he was friends with, he was friends with Cosmo and a frog, alright? Before Cosmo, it was a frog. He was friends with two people, alright? And in the next episode, if I remember right, he was an asshole. He was like an asshole towards people. And people brought it up that he was acting more mean than he did in the pilot. What if he really liked the clown? What if he really liked Cosmo? And seeing him abstract really messed with him and put his walls up. So in episode 2, he's purposely pushing people away. Because I cannot see Jax wanting to check up on anyone that isn't his friend. Like if this was like Gangle or Kinger or Ragatha, I can see him being like, yeah, let's go check up on them, you know? Hair.
Well, this is where we all live. Or well, where we all sleep at night. Even though we don't really need to sleep, it's sometimes...
It's the wormy worms. Hold up, it's the wormy worms. I like the wormy worms. I want the wormy worm. It's the wormy worms. Do you guys get what I'm saying by the wormy worms? It's like those weird, like, little floofy worms.
Or well,
Hold up.
where we all sleep at night. Even though we
This guy. It's like those weird floofy worms that, like, had, like, very, like, invisible cables at the end of it. So you would tie it to your fingers and you would, like, run it around and it would look like a worm is chasing your hands and stuff. I like those. This guy looks like that.
sleep, it's sometimes nice
There's a
to
doggo.
from everything.
There's Ragatha.
You know, I'm sure there'll be one for... Oh, look, you already got one.
He's right next to Jax. And a lot of people like to be like, Jax doesn't have a room. Jax is an NPC. Or maybe they did early on. But look, in the pilot, his room is right here. Look, bang. That's his room.
Still,
Right next to Ragatha's. Huh.
about the adventures? Why even go on them at all? Why not try to
There's
find a
King's
way to
wife right there.
leave?
Well, we...
There's
usually
Kinger.
do
Oof.
when we first arrive, but after a while you start to realize that you really
And I'm
can't
guessing
do
these are
that.
just placeholders.
The goal will start driving you a bit crazy.
Like these are just
Eventually you get to
placeholders.
ask what the point of
Ooh.
everything
Everything is
is, and
like
decide who you are
distorting.
and why you're even alive, and when you reach your breaking point, something really terrible can happen.
Alright. Cosmo.
But that's not something we need to
And
do today.
Gangle.
Above anything else, the adventures give us something to do that keeps our minds healthy and stimulated.
You could always read a book or exercise.
Dream, right, Pomni?
just dead inside. Just stressing out to the max. Slap.
Why are we here again? What are we doing?
Checking up on the
Getting one of our
cloud.
friends.
Will the hallway go on forever? Like if more people come, will the hallway go on? Or when you guys reach the end of the hallway, like the people who've been exterminated, rooms get given away?
Wait, why? You shouldn't have keys to anyone's room.
Nah, I've got keys everywhere. You've all been fine. By the way, I may have left something in your room today, so let me know if you find it. You're not afraid of Santa.
I don't think he has keys to everyone's room. I think he has keys to Cosmo's room because they're friends, you know? Because it makes more sense that they're friends versus I have keys to everyone's room, you know? It's more like I probably have keys to Cosmo's room because me and him are buddy. But I'm going to say I have keys to everyone's room and troll you. So again, I don't feel like Jax is a bad person. I'm going to defend Jax.
Literally my only fear. Why would you do this?
What? It could be a completely unrelated question. You'll never know until it's too late.
Oof. Whoa. Whoa.
I've been looking
Huh.
for this. Thanks for keeping an eye on it, Coffee. I'm gonna
Coffee. Say it.
Oh,
Zoom.
Papa's been obstructed.
Huh.
It's okay.
What is that?
Exit. No way out.
It might be that terrible thing I was talking about earlier.
Alright, so I'm guessing he got a glimpse of extraction. There's the clown, there's the silhouette with no way out. A hallway that he can't find a way out of. Oh, you guys can hear my fans like hell. I'm sorry, guys. I like this portrait of himself. Are those human eyes? Cool. That's him going. Oh, wait, this tells a story. No way out. He's walking, and then he sees a corridor or a door. He opens that door to enter and see a reflection of himself. But in that reflection, he can't recognize himself because he's slowly losing his mind because he's abstractive. Alright, that's cool.
Okay, wait. Maybe there's still time to fix him before we get caned.
Yeah, you ain't fixing that.
Listen, I know we didn't always get along, like when you called me out for fake laughing at your jokes. I swear I really...
Huh. Fake laughing at... That's the exact same issue Jax has with Ragatha. You're too nice. You're too fake. Again, I'm starting to think Cosmo was friends with Jax. And that when this happened, Jax started acting extra mean to put his walls even higher. Because, like, it makes sense, guys. It honestly does. Like, if he was the type of person to be like, yo, you're fake laughing at my jokes, don't do that, it would align him up with Jax perfectly, because Jax always telling Ragatha and telling Pobney, yo, Ragatha is fake. They are overly nice for no reasons but to make people like her. Alright? And if Cosmo sees that too, that means there's a connection between him and Jax. Again, trying to defend my boy Jax.
Didn't think they were funny. I was just having a bit of a bad day.
Whoa. Oh. Damn, that looks so much worse now, looking back at it.
Thank you. Help me out here. I understand that you don't want to, though.
Oh, oof. Well, I got a dip. God damn, Pobney got them dodging skills like crazy. Dodge, Pobney, dodge. Woo! Hit that spleed corner on him. And there he goes chasing a Zooble. Or not a Zooble, but a Gangle, or whatever the hell that is. A Gloink. The Gloinks. Alright. Huh, I swear to God it was longer. I swear to God it was longer.
We saw Floyd carry one of Sybil's pieces down there, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Aw, so sad.
Boy, we're not very good at this, are we?
Jax! We found the Zooble hole.
Cool.
The Zooble hole? You mean the Gloink hole?
I hope he's not still mad at me for not laughing at his jokes.
Oh, he's doing great. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen him this happy before.
It's good to know he hasn't completely lost his mind.
He
He's
actually
like-
asked me to give you this.
Oh!
Woof. Are there tragedy mask indestructible? Like, Gango's tragedy mask? Because I've never seen that break, and I feel like I should have broke there. The comedy mask would have surely broken there. Spare. Nom. Nom nom.
An insect collection.
They're making
I
babies.
think it's a nest.
Hello?
It could be an insect. It could be an insect collection.
That was your
Okay.
name, right?
God dang, Raggy.
Hey, look. I didn't mean to leave you behind like that. I just look at my hand. I didn't know what to do.
It's
Don't apologize. You're justified as hell. If I went to help someone and my hand started like dislocating, I would not.
Take care of Cosmo.
Okay, but where can I find him?
Just look around and call for him. Let's
Whoa,
go.
what that neck do? God damn.
Okay, I'll get him. You just stay right there. Not that you can really move or anything. Just hang in there. I'll be right back. I promise.
Cool. Oh,
They're moving a ton. I don't know what you mean.
sorry, your first day here. Be so terrible.
Yeah, well, don't worry about it. I'm just gonna go get Kane now. Hello? Kane?
Theory. I do feel like they're all just like copies of consciousness and not actual people. Because I feel like if, like, you see how bad that body's glitching out? I do feel like that's just the consciousness bugging out and not being able to connect with the body. Because I feel like if there were actual people, like, I don't know, I don't feel like the body would go that route. And maybe if they are actual people, maybe that explain what abstraction is. People like to say it's when the mind breaks. But what happens is, like, extraction is you forgetting who you are, you know? I like to think of it as Alzheimer's. Like, you've been so long in this digital world that you forgot what's the real world's like, and you forget who you are as a person. So then you lose the ability to keep your body all together and shape, and everything just blurs into a big blob of confusion, darkness, and misery, and then that leads to you abstracting, you know? The second you forget how you were before is the second you abstract.
We have a bit of an issue here.
There should be a giant cane button on the wall. You just smash it every time there's something wrong. Damn. Aquarium. That looks super cool. That room looks... Again. I would not open no more doors. I would stand and stare at that, like, carousel room every day. It looks cool. Hit that corner. Run, Pobney, run. Glowing Kenyan.
Oh, is that who you are? You know, you could have asked for my consent before forcing me to see something so completely and utterly disgusting.
A rabbitoid.
Well, as a royal myself, I would like to kindly ask him. Oh, look, there's Zubul. Hi, Zubul. Help me, you idiots!
I don't want to help you anymore. Yeah, I would have been the exact same. You were mean. I don't want to help you.
I always lose.
Yeah, because you have ribbons for hands. Why is Kinger doing it if he won? Why are you guys volunteering to help?
Kinger, you mother!
Huh. Nom noms. Oh. He's like, oh, wait, hold up. That's bad. I know what does that. Let me get the hell out of here. Oh, yeah, this is her first time seeing her reflection. I didn't peep this either in the first watching. Huh. At least you're not like Zubul. Like, if I was Zubul, I would freak out. But if I was Pobney, I would be chill with it. I would be like, oh, cool, I'm a cool little jester. That's super cool. I'd mess with that. Or if I was Jax, I would be like, oh, I'm Jax. That's hella cool. But being Zubul, oh, hell. I'm a mismatch of all different limbs and characters. Hell no. Bothers me way too much. I'm way too much of, like a not a perfectionist, but I like body parts to look the same, you know? I don't want one hand to be different than the other. It freaks me out. Huh. I need to zoom. What the hell was that? It looks like a person sitting down in a carnival. It looks like a circus. Hold up. It definitely is a circus. I can't tell if it's someone on like a circus tent in the background, with someone holding on to like one of those swing thingies. But that definitely does look like a real life circus, huh? This makes sense now. Because if we're going with the if we're going with the fact that this is a experimental trial thing, what she's going in is probably multiple waiting rooms. Like, this isn't a job to her. These are waiting rooms. So, like, it's like, this is where she was waiting before she started the experiment to get paid. Door just evaporated.
You foolish assortment of colorful characters! Do you not realize that
Realize?
Gloinks? I am Gloinks. You will be Gloinks.
Yeah.
God will be
God?
This is dumb and weird.
Well.
Yet you're still watching it.
I'm not here for the adventure or anything. I'm just here to hide from the...
That. Damn. Zubal!
God, you're okay. You didn't experience a game show in there, did you?
What?
What are you talking about?
God damn. Man's putting the hands on this. God damn the hands.
Cosmo, don't worry about it.
They're just Cosmo. Don't worry about it.
Nah, he's fine.
Man's beating up.
We gotta get out of here!
Guys, over there.
Bro's just beating up on this person.
Ladies first. No, wait, why would I say that?
Wow. Yo.
Wait,
Tangle.
He's not even here? Wasn't this whole thing for her?
Be quiet.
I would not go up that escalator if I had Tangle's body. Like, Tangle, you're literally freaking string. You're literally ribbons. You know how easy it would be for you to get stuck in an escalator and then just get yourself perma stuck in there? Like, all it would take is you not timing the, like, get off right and then just going all the way down. Like, hell no. Why are you on here? I would have just... I don't know what I would do if I was Tangled, but I would take a stair or climb or something. I would not trust the escalator worth a damn.
I can't hear the escalator.
The beautiful noises of the escalator. Escalator. So she's running through the rooms. Ooh, ooh. But then we come to this part, which I really don't know how I feel about this part, because people say this could be Pomni's desk and that's why she's having a mental breakdown. But if she is like just an experimental trial person, someone who's just like doing some experimental trial to get some quick cash, what meaning does this desk hold, you know? Clearly that's the headset she put on. So maybe there's a, I think that's a jukebox or a radio or something over there. Maybe here's what happened. You see a flyer. You're like, oh, try out experimental headset and get $20 or $100 or $200 for trying an experimental gaming headset. You go there, sit in the waiting rooms, which we were in before, alright? And then once they call you, you walk through a bunch of rooms, one of them being all the rooms they walk through, a storage room, a mail room, such and such. And then they sit you here at this desk, alright? And they make you put on the headset and look at the computer, and that downloads your consciousness. Or maybe you put on the headset, you vibe for a little bit, it takes a copy of your consciousness, you take it off, and you look at the computer to see how you are acting in the game. Maybe that's why she's having a mental breakdown. Because a little bit of her brain can recognize, all right, wait, this is exactly, am I the like freaking copy? Because they probably told that Pobney like what was gonna happen. They were probably like, all right, here, how's this gonna work? You're gonna put on the headset. It's gonna scan your brain. We're gonna get a copy of your consciousness. We're gonna put it into the PC. Then you're gonna take it off. The copy of your consciousness will be on the PC. You get to interact with it and all that. You get to see it. It is ours. We are giving you the money to purchase your consciousness, the copy of your consciousness, so we can use it to develop our AI, you know? Or improve our AI, you know? And then when she sees the computer, she realized, hold up. This is a computer. That's the headset. I left. I am the copy. And that's probably why she's having that realization and that mental breakdown of, I am the copy. Holy shit. The real me left. That's why I don't know who I am. Because that I'm not her. I am a copy of her. So that's what I'm guessing at. Like, that's the whole, like, mental breakage here. Like I am just a copy of who. And, like, Cain and Abel, clearly the company they work for, you know? And this also makes sense because, like, the real her left. So she's trying to, like, reaffirm in her mind that I am the real me. Alright? I may be seeing the PC and may not be seeing it on and any of that. But I am the real me. So maybe if I can get out of here, that can, like, tell me I am me, you know? But of course, the real her already left. She's a copy. So when she gets to the exit, there's nothing there but the void. Because there's no memory past this, you know? The memory ends right as she put on the headset and look upon her copy. That's it. And everything here on after is just the copy own existence, separate from her original like person. Huh. I still stand by the like fact that they aren't real people. They're all copies of consciousness of real people who got their money and then bounced. I really do like this whole thing. Her looking upon the void.
Oh, Bubble, you always know how to make me say this exact sentence. Gasp! Alert on my wacky watch.
Wacky watch.
Oh no! Someone's venturing out into the void! He'll get totally spoiled!
Spoiled. Spoiled.
There you go!
Spoiled.
Now what the heck
I'm
happened
trying
over
to
here?
like guess what spoiled
yeah.
mean.
My doing.
My doing.
Kaufmo went through a sort of kaufmosis and abstracted. Kaufmo abstracted? Why didn't anybody tell me?
Yeah, Pobney's just like
Into the cellar you go.
Man, I can't believe Kaufmo just gave up like that. I mean, no offense, Kinger, but I always thought you would be next.
Thank you.
Guess it just goes
Thank
to show
you.
you can't rely on Stinger for anything.
Kinger is awesome.
I am in so much pain.
Ready to restore your code. Your hand is fixed.
I do have to apologize for lying about the exit. I knew how much all of you have been wanting there to be one, but, you know, I was having so much trouble figuring out what to put on the other side and ended up never quite finishing it. And, you know,
You're
I
lying.
never like letting people see my unfinished work, especially if it leads you out into the void. Anyway, looks like you defeated the Cloyd Queen, so I guess the adventure's over. Your reward is a delicious digital feast cooked by our head
I really like the music.
With all the love I'm legally allowed to give.
No, I am
Again, Jax, number one Jack Glazer over here. Jax did do a lot of things. If it wasn't for Jax leading Cosmo down there, the the Glowing Queen would have never gotten defeated. It was Jax running away from Cosmo that made Cosmo chase Jax, that made Cosmo end up down there. Because if it wasn't for Jax, Cosmo would have stayed locked up in the room, and they would have had way more difficulty handling the Glowing Queen. So Jax did do a lot, actually.
Because we don't need to eat, drink, or sleep in this digital world. So digital food here only gives off the virtual sensation of eating.
I wonder what the virtual sensation of eating feels like.
What are you an expert on the digital world?
Expert on the what?
Well, he has been here the longest. It would make sense that he would realize what the hell's going on more than most. That looks so yummy. I would love to eat some of that. Let me turn this down just in case this is copyrighted. But no, genuinely to God, I like this. And this gives me big Last Supper vibes. Maybe this means someone's gonna betray Pobney in this show. Just the slow, like, mental degradation of Pobney. Back to my theory. This backs it up 1,000 times more. Alright, guys. Alright. Theory time. Theory time, guys. Theory time. I'm not gonna enlarge it. Theory time. Alright. We're gonna review my whole theory. I'm gonna give my evidence. Evidence. I honestly do believe, given the knowledge we know of the latest episode, episode 5, that the Amazing Digital Circus takes place in a digital world. Which, obviously, but, like, these aren't real people, alright? I think these are all, like, what is it called? The consciousness of these people got copied into this virtual world. And, like, this little thing we see here at the end isn't, like, someone leaving the PC on and then someone's soul's being trapped inside, but more like Popney's real person looking back at the PC one more time and being like, a little part of me is still in there, you know? Because, like, one of my questions always was, like, okay, if this is the outside world, if this is the real world, where's Popney's body? Like, it would be way harder to dispose of all the bodies without being caught than just taking a copy of someone's consciousness, you know? Like, if I sit down and they're like, oh, I'll give you $100, and all you have to do is put on this silly little headset, and we'll scan your brain, and then bing, bada, boom, you get your $200 and you bounce. I would do that, like, easy peasy. Because it's not a big deal for me. I don't feel nothing. I am real, you know? But the copy of my consciousness won't be. This will be a ginormous thing for them, because 1 second they'll have all of my memories of the real world, and then they'll be stuck here. And that's a huge shift. That's why Pobney is having a hard time with this. And it also makes sense of why she would not remember her name. Maybe one of the things they signed on and they agreed on, because maybe this is going to be used for a video game or some AI training or something. Maybe the person who, like, okay, I agreed to this, but you can't, like, my name has to be disclosed. I don't want, like, this character to know my name, you know? So they probably are like, okay, fine, we'll scan everything, we'll remove the name from the programming of your virtual consciousness, and you can, like, dip out. So that's probably what this whole scene is. It's Pobney's, like, the real Pobney looking back at the PC and being like, alright, that's awesome. Because the headset's here, they already scanned their brains. I'm seeing headphones. So headphone, headset, scan brain, got up, took it off, looking at their copy, being like, they probably designed their own copy. Like, the real Pobney probably like, oh, that's a cute little jester costume. I want her to wear that. I want her to do this. I want to do that. Because I don't see anyone really, like, complaining about how she looks. Like, Pobney looked at herself and she was, like, pretty okay with it. Jax looked like he was pretty okay with it. Only one I think has a problem is Zubul, but I've been told that Zubul doesn't like how she looks in real life, so it makes sense that that would reflect in her digital copy, you know? So yeah, I think I don't think any of these people are real. I think they're all copies of real people's consciousness that they all did to get a quick buck, you know? But I don't think none of these people are real. But yeah, that's my theory. Again, if you guys want to see the episode yourself and formalize your own theories, be my guest. Like, definitely go check out the Amazing Digital Circus pilot from Glitch Production. I'm gonna drop the channel name, the channel in the description, and the original video in the description, like I always do. Don't forget to go over there, smash that like button, and punch that subscribe. And yeah, do the same for me on this episode. If you like my theory, please don't be afraid to go into the description alone and tell me what you think on my theory, and don't be afraid to put your own theories forth. I love like hearing you guys and interacting with you guys more. And don't be afraid to criticize like this video or tell me how I can make it better, because I'm always trying to improve, you know? But like always, thank you guys so much for watching. All of you guys have been amazing, fantastic, and incredible people. And this has been your captain, Dark313 Knight, signing off with a goodbye, y'all.